York on Sunday. Back-to-back clean sheets for the Red Bulls, lots of injuries. They're still getting the job done. What do you think of what they've been doing this season?
You know, it's for all of us was a couple of good games, couple of bad games, injuries, suspension. So for them it's the same story as mostly with us. So it looks like Roy Miller and then Marcus will be back in the lineup. So we'll see tomorrow how they do against Houston, and then we go from there to figure out what's going to be the recipe for Sunday. So as I said, both teams are in the same boat as it actually is.
Peter, at what point do you label the team as in a state of emergency, especially with a New York type rivalry coming into play this weekend?
Well, I think when you start with season with the 3 losses, I think that the state of emergency is right of the beginning. I think was for the most part that after those 3 games, we felt all of us in the locker room as well as the coaching staff that we need to pick up our game and make sure that we're not only going to be tough to play against, but also going to produce some good moments and going forward offensively as well. So I think the 3 games we play, they were pretty good in terms of our philosophy. I think we stay positive because that's the most important thing, that to stay positive. So it's not just dropping our heads and then and look back. We need to look forward. So the next 3 games before the break, we need to make sure that this positive thing is going to be good, and then the important factor in our game as well. So taking chances, taking shots, going forward, not slowing down, and make a game very competitive. So that's basically the recipe for the next 3 weeks.
As opposed to having a Western Conference team or someone that you guys can't really associate with, let's say, is it almost good to have, coming off a 2-game slide here, to have New York in to maybe serve as motivation?
No, I think I don't think we expect to lose the way we lost to San Jose. I don't think that was a good game. I think especially in the second half we pick up some rhythm. We have some chances going forward. We put a lot of pressure in them, and the goals came in the wrong moments, I would say. Same with Seattle, when we changed a little bit the structure, and then there was good moments that we press Seattle pretty good, and the goal come in the wrong moment, and against run of play, and we fall asleep for a second, and Seattle use it. So as I said, it's good to have these 3 games we've been good. It's good to have a home game that against tough opponent. I think everybody is ready mentally, physically after the Seattle game. I think we pick up the pieces pretty good now.
Peter, can you talk about what these friendlies mean for some of the youngest players in the team, like Zach and Jimmy, just getting that kind of experience if they do play?
We never been shy over those 2.5 years right now to give him a chance. I think it's a good chance to gain experience. It's good chance to see firsthand what those teams are all about. From Chivas, Celtic, Real Madrid, and Schalke. The Schalke is just the team who will play in the Champions League next year, and they were very close to be in the top spot in the Bundesliga. They have very experienced coach. They have great players. They have the fans who come in every single day. 10,000-15,000 every single training, watching the practice. The team who was followed from generation to generation. Even my father followed them, so it's he lived close to them. So it's it's a very, very traditional and very successful franchise. It's been up and down, but as I said, regardless of what happened on the field, the passionate fans, who will support them regardless of they playing. At that time, when I was there, then they went into the 2nd division, and they come back, and then they come back very strong, winning the European Cup as having a great team. So Hoop Stevens was the coach. So it's it's a great to play against them. I think it's it's a chance for all of us to see where we are, what we need, and of course the discussions not only on the field but off the field about the structure, about the youth development, about getting the experience that we will need to move this our soccer here in the United States along, and make it look what we need in the future. So it's good to have a little chat with them right now, and I think we will have more off the field before the game or after the game as well.
Peter, we've seen Italian teams, English teams, Spanish teams come over here almost every summer for the last 10 years. Why do you think more Bundesliga teams don't come over to the United States?
I don't know. It's a very difficult year for most of the teams because of the European Championships. Most of the teams, they have the foreigners that being called up for the national teams. So some of them, they just don't have a personnel, and you don't want to go really with the reserve right after the season starts. In the preseason, most of the teams keep it close. They go in the Schweiz, in Switzerland, they go in Österreich, in Austria. So it's they like to be close to home. So it's very difficult to change the zones, different environment. That's part. But I think if they feel that they will have a great environment here to be on the East Coast and have a good training camp like Real Madrid and Barcelona and Manchester United, Chelsea and all these guys. So I think it's sooner or later this will happen. We have to just be open to do that and have the facilities and have the resources to do it.
How do you manage playing time between Wednesday and Sunday? And also, how important is it for some of the younger guys to get time versus a club like Schalke?
Well, there's no secret, we're gonna give a couple of days off tomorrow, the day off actually, because we're gonna start again Thursday. So it's couple of guys, but not the whole team. Mostly 20 guys, 19 guys will be in play tomorrow, including most of the reserves as well. So we're still not overthinking that, but mostly Wednesday we try to play the first team versus the second team and try to see what's the recipe for the weekend's going to be. So this is the great time to give the first team, most of the first team and the youngsters as well, a good run at and the team that is very successful in the Bundesliga and also in the Champions League.
Is there anybody that's absolutely at this point out that you're not playing? You want to give a day off to?
Danny Calif still is struggling with his hamstring, and Chris Albright, Zach McMahon. Basically, this maybe Freddie, maybe Gomez. They need the break as well, so we'll have enough guys. Gabriel Gomez.
And
Is Chase Harrison going to be the guy in goal then?
Yes.
Is he excited about that? I mean, he hasn't really kind of gotten many chances.
He's always excited. It's a good chance for him to play against not just a part play against New England Revolution in the reserve game. It's a good stadium. It's a good crowd. It's a great opponent. So it's good for these guys to be in the starting lineup.
If you're playing in Schalke for these friendly games, and you guys are struggling, can you take momentum out of this despite not playing when you start?
Yes, and in some capacity yes, in some capacity no, because it's still friendly, and if you think that because of the friendly you did good, that in the weekend or over the weekend you think that you can do certain things, as we did in the past game. So I will let them play tomorrow and get a good 45 for some of these guys, some of them 90 minutes. let them make a good run on in the game like that. So of course when the real game starts on Sunday, that's more important to anybody, and they understand that, the players understand that this is the game we're looking